On a dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains, MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jared Eichhoff will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Jared Eichhoff, one of the top up-and-coming pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Overhand curveball from a right-hander. Might have the best right-handed curveball from a starter in baseball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
Digging in now, A.J. Pollock.
Leading off
and
tonight
we are
for
set
the
for
Dodgers,
baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Eichhoff is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Cody Bellinger.
Striding into the box, Cody Bellinger. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Cue shot here out towards short. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So a relative. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is popped up. Seager is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. Now, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Lays off 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone.
Batting fourth, the second
So striding in, Trevor Story. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Acuna on third with two out. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Next for the Rockies is the DH, Aaron Judge. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. He's set. Here it comes. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Comes set. The 0-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. As we begin the second inning in Denver, here's Heidi with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and one strike. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And I don't think you can be locking in on anyone else today than Ronald Acuna Jr. This guy, just hear me out on this body awareness. Lock in on how easy he makes the game look, both offensively and defensively. No one's going to test his arm as well. This guy's got an absolute howitzer out there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's Corey Seager. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's gone 2 for 5. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Seager has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He comes into this April contest as one of the hottest hitters in the league. His season average up into the high 300s now.
This guy's off to a blazing start, the kind of start we all expected. I think he'll be right up there on the leaderboards at the end of the season.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And the throw to first is in time, one gone. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting it, the center fielder.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And the next to dig in will be the outfielder Ian Desmond. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he is into second with a two-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. At the plate, number 16. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Number 45 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Line but speared on a hop. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Batting none. The second base.
Ready now, number 9. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. 0-1 the count. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. 0-2, here it is. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart, trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Number 9 is out number 2 here in the third inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2 strikes breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Acuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat.
Which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Count is 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Acuna at third with nobody out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And it's 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2. This is foul right side. Ready with another 2-2. Still even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
A bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly to second for 1, on to first, a double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Trevor Story. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cody Bellinger. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Bat, number 10.
Striding forward now is the DH, Justin Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Now the 0-2 pitch, and this will be fouled away. The next 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Corey Seager. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he popped him up. Story into shallow center. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Riding in once again, Aaron Judge. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning.
The designated hitter, Aaron.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Judge.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Settling in now, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. On his way to second is Blackmon. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Eugenio Suarez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, 0-2 the count. to Suarez. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Seared down the first baseline, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Throwing to second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
A ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Desmond, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pitch. Either you go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. One out and a runner on second base. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line and left, hooking just a little, and that'll get down out there for extra bases.
The batter.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throw.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
This is on the ground over to first. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it feels like every time they've made contact, it's been hard contact. And the numbers certainly back that up. In total, they've hit an amazing 10 line drive.